Today we're going to be making Korean fried chicken. Now, like regular fried chicken, Korean fried chicken has a sauce that just elevates it to the whole another level. The reason being is because it contains something called gochujang, which is a fermented chili paste that actually brings a very nice umami-driven flavor. Some heat just packs a punch and just makes the sauce a whole lot better. This also contains white miso paste, which creates a whole another depth of flavor, some nice saltiness, but not too salty, if you know what I mean. Now what you're gonna need is bone-in chicken thighs, gochujang, white miso paste, some sour cream, chili powder, rice vinegar, sesame oil, soy sauce, garlic, ginger, plain flour, corn flour, eggs, baking powder, mirin, sesame seeds, some spring onions, water, salt, and of course, oil for frying. So, let's get cooking. Start off with putting the chicken into a large bowl. I'm using about a kilo of chicken thighs. Now this would be enough to feed about 4 to 5 people. 4 cloves of grated garlic, 2 tablespoons of grated ginger, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce. You're gonna need 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 2 tablespoons of chili powder, 200 milliliters of sour cream, 2 tablespoons of the miso paste, and finally some salt. Now with a pair of gloves, just mix all the ingredients together thoroughly. Get everything from the sides. Make sure it's covering all the chicken. Now once you're done, just wrap it up in some cling wrap and then put it into the fridge and let it rest overnight. Alright, it's now been a day, but before we start on the chicken, let's do the sauce. You're going to want to prepare the sauce beforehand because you're going to be reheating it or just simmering it before you drizzle it onto the chicken. Alright, so 2 cloves of garlic in the pan, 1 tablespoon of grated ginger, 3 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 teaspoon of sesame oil, 2 tablespoons of mirin, 3 tablespoons of gochujang. A couple splashes of water. Give that a light mix and set aside. Make sure you break down that gochujang until it's all smooth. Now what you're going to want to do is just set this aside and simmer it for 5 minutes just before drizzling it onto the chicken. In the dry mix, we have 175 grams of plain flour, 90 grams of corn flour, about 3 tablespoons of baking powder and some salt. And in the eggs, 3 beaten eggs with 2 tablespoons of water, and the marinade, you know. What you want to do is get most of the marinade off because the marinade is already seeped into the chicken. You first start off on the dry, and then into the eggs, and then back into the dry. There we have it. Now for the garnish, we're going to be doing toasted sesame seeds and some spring onions. Now basically what the spring onions is going to do is just going to give it some nice green color, as well as some hint of sweetness to kind of cut through the fried chicken flavor and the spiciness. Alright, so we're ready to cook. Now the oil is at 170 degrees Celsius. You're going to want to cook the chicken in batches of 3. There's a total of 12 chicken here. So let's go ahead and drop one of these guys in. That's 1. That's 2. And that's 3. Now you're going to want to cook these for 10 minutes. And there we have it. That's the chicken before the sauce is applied. There you have it, Korean fried chicken. I know it's a lot of steps, but it's simple steps, and it's way better than regular chicken. It's way more tangier, spicier, and as I said in the beginning of the video, it's way more elevated.